Hi guys, today we are doing a Scratch project together. I call it 5.1 Interactive Presentation. And this video is going to show you how to set up your project and go through the day one slides requirements. So you first need to open up CS First. I have a quick link on the 5th grade page or on any of the grade pages. If you are coming from somewhere else, you can go straight to CS First or Scratch. And then I also have a link for your student slides here. You don't have to have the slides. This tutorial will go through everything, but it's kind of nice to have them so you can go back and review at any time. Remember, whenever you're watching a tutorial, you can always pause it and catch up to me if you need to, or you can play it faster if you need to. So right now you're going to open up CS First and log in. You're also going to open up the student slides and grab your own template. As soon as you do that, you see I already have my tabs up here. I'm going to split my screen so I can look at my slides as I am doing my Scratch project. So I'm going to get rid of the technology page and I am going to actually pull off my slides. So you just grab the tab and you pull down, or you can pull to the side. I made these pretty narrow so that you can bring them over here. And you'll notice that I don't have, when I brought it up, I don't have the side slides. I don't have my top menu either, because I've used the little carrots to hide everything. So if you want to show it, I'm going to show you how yours is probably. It will show you the top menu. So all you have to do is use that carrot right there to get rid of these side slides, the menu on the side. I just need to, I can't get rid of this down here. Let me see if I can move it. There's a carrot right here. And you can get rid of those side slides if you just hit that carrot, that arrow, just so you can have more space to actually see your slides. So I am going to make that as small as I can because I want my Scratch project to be as large as I can. And I'm even going to overlap it a little bit. I'm going to come here. Remember, you go to the sides of a window and your cursor turns into a 2-arrow cursor. And then you know that you can actually adjust the size of the window. So I'm going to resize everything. I'm going to move this down so you guys don't see it over my slides. And now my project is ready to go. I have Scratch on one side and my slides on the other. Feel free to pause it so that yours can do the same thing. And let's get going. The first thing we're going to do is look through on our slides. All you have to do is you can watch the video about what we're doing today. We are actually going to be making a project that has one sprite that has 2 costumes with 4 backdrops. Our user is going to make the background change by pushing the correct keys. So I'm going to go to the next slide. And with the next one, it says start a new project in CS First Scratch and name it with your name and then the word interactive. So I'm going to go up to the plus sign right here and I'm going to name it. The next thing you're going to do is choose 4 backdrops in Scratch. You're going to delete Scratch Cat and choose a different sprite, and you're going to add a costume to your sprite. That is what we are doing today. So the first thing we do is we open up CS First. We already have that open. And when we start a new project, you're going to hit the blue plus sign located on the left, and you're going to click New Project. As soon as you do that, the first thing we ever do in a project is name it. So as soon as it comes up, we are going to go up here and you're going to put your name and interactive right up at the top. So I'm going to come right up here. I'm going to erase untitled and I'm going to put in Mrs. Sowers Interactive. Now that I've named it, I can go on to my next slide. My next slide says I need to add some backdrops. So you're going to click on the backdrop icon on the lower right. I made mine just a little small. I'm going to make it a little bigger so I can see that. So I'm going to move this over. See how I have these white? I can't. There we go. I have these white margins. I can move that over. So I'm going to grab my backdrops. I'm going to just grab 4 different backdrops. You can pick whatever backdrops you want. I'm just going to quickly pick out 4. You can pause this and pick out your own. It does not have to be the same backdrops that I pick out. And you do not have to pick them out in order. If you decide that you're going to go through them in a different order, that is fine. I think my last one, I'm going to pick out space. Let's see. Let's go into space. Here we go. So it says I have 5 backdrops because if you click on this stage, you can see you now get a backdrop tab. I'm going to look over here on backdrops. I have a totally blank backdrop. That's what it always starts with. And I can hit the trash can and get rid of that because I don't want a blank backdrop. Okay, I am done with slide 1-2. On the next one, I'm going to add a sprite. So first I need to delete Scratch Cat. I'm not going to use him, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to delete him. I'm going to open up my sprite library. It's right down here with the cat. And I am going to choose a sprite. You can choose whichever sprite you want. I'm going to come down here and choose Gobo. But you can pause the video and take a moment and look through. And remember, you can also upload your own sprites if you have time. For this project, we're just going to use a sprite library. But for other projects, we can bring in whatever sprite we want. So I have Gobo here. And now that I'm clicked on Gobo, I have a costumes tab. So our next thing we're supposed to do is add a costume. I keep going all the way through my slides. Sorry, guys. Okay, to add a costume, we're on the costumes tab. He already comes with 3 costumes, but I want to get a different costume for him. I think it's kind of fun to use a different sprite as a costume. My goodness, I have a lot of these. So I'm going to click on the cat on this side because this will add a costume, not another sprite. So I'm going to come through here and I'm going to choose a totally different sprite as a costume. I think I'm going to go for some sort of ball or maybe a food. That would be kind of fun. Nope, he is going to turn into a balloon. So I am going to choose a balloon as a costume. Now, instead of showing up as a different sprite in my sprite editor over there, he's going to show up as a costume. You'll notice when you add a costume, it will change the look of your sprite. It's okay. You can go back to the look that you want by just clicking on the costume that you want him to start in. But now you'll see he has 4 costumes. The sprite that you pick might not come with any costumes, and that's okay, or it might come with a couple costumes. So I just want you to go and add a different sprite as a costume. So that takes us through the first day of slides. So come back for day 2.